Nice to meet you, gentlemen.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Potter.
Would you be able to do me a favour, just to make sure we're both in together? Are we both in? And is there a red light on? Looks like we're good to go then. Right, October Red Boxing. Back with Joel Parker. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Sorry, I'm just eating at the moment, but I'm very good. I'm happy. I'm excited for Saturday night. I've been working very hard. Andy Lee and our team in Morecambe Bay. And I'm excited for this challenge. Fighting Jack Massey, who's coming up to the heavyweight division. And I'm going to give him a very warm welcoming into the heavyweight division and give him the hardest fight that he's going to have. I know he's going to come confident and prepared and ready, and he's going to give me a hard fight, but it's a fight that I'm looking forward to. And I want to start the year off with a bang.
We talk about you getting into hard fights, somebody that's not afraid to have a hard fight. You signed with Boxer last year, and then the first fight you had was with Joe Joyce. I wasn't there live to watch it, but obviously I sat at home and watched that fight. Talk to me through about that fight, because that was a tough challenge.
Listen, Joe Joyce is a tough fight. And leading into the fight, I had a great camp. A few things happened just before the fight. And on the day of the fight, I gave it my best effort and fought as hard as I could, and it wasn't good enough. So I'm happy for Joe Joyce in winning because he's a very nice guy and a very good fighter. But in the future, if I can get past, when I get past Jack Massey and fight some other fights leading into, the bigger fights, I'd like the opportunity to fight him again.
We talk about looking, not like overlooking Jack Massey, but he see him as a stepping stone to get you back into the mix with the big boys. You're a fighter, and to be fair, a lot of them say, I'm not going to overlook my opponent. I'm only talking about my opponent. But you, as a former world champion, have kind of like said, no, actually, I'm ready to go back after those names again. What makes you different and that have that confidence to know that you'll be back in there again?
Listen, every fighter backs themselves. I back myself 100%, and I know when I'm well rested, when I've trained hard and I'm feeling great on fight night, 100%, great health, then I know what I can do. And I know I can beat a lot of fighters out there, nearly all the fighters out there. Just need to get given a chance. So Jack Massey's the guy in front of me. I want to go out there and perform well, have fun doing so, because the camp and sparring and everything else is the hard part. This time is the time to enjoy the lead into the fight, the press conference, the weigh-in, the public workout, and just gonna appreciate it and make the most of it, take care of business, and move on to the next one.
We talk about Jack Massey, somebody that's moved up from cruiserweight to go into heavyweight, but I will say, and I did say it to Andy Lee as well, you're looking a lot more leaner, but which he explained that you had to put the extra weight on going up against Joel Joyce, but now you're about a few kgs down. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, listen, with the Joe Joyce fight, he's a lot heavier, so we had to, not be too heavy, but be a good weight for that fight. Obviously, it was the heaviest in my career, but leading into the fight, a few things happened. Like I put on weight the last week of the fight for some reason, so which we were, the whole camp were at 250. Then the last week was 256, whatever. So I was holding a good weight before the fight. For this camp, though, got Presley's here cooking all my meals and making sure that I'm eating the right food at the right time, and making sure that my weight is sitting at the same weight. So we're going to be a little bit lighter for this fight, but we're sort of not too far off the last fight. Just on the last week I put on weight, and that's something that's with the illness and sicknesses and all that.
When you say that you've got someone like doing all your meal prep and stuff, forgive my ignorance, when it comes to heavyweights, I usually just make the assumption that they can't, within reason, they can kind of like eat what they want. But you've got somebody that's preparing your meals, making sure you're still eating right and making sure your weight is still being maintained, a comfortable fight weight for you. Because going in heavier, when you're not used to being heavy like that, can create problems.
Maintaining the weight is just a little part of it. It's about having the right energy for training, for every session. So whatever you put on your body is what you want to get out of what you want to get out in the sessions that you have. So I feel from working with Tyson, I've learned how to eat properly, and that's why I have Anthony Presley in camp. Even though we're heavyweights, we can eat whatever we want, but when you're fueling your body with the right food, you're going to get the right energy. And every session, I feel good because I'm eating the right food and the right amount of food. So it's one of those things that's very important. And I learned to for Tyson, so thanks to him, and thanks to Presley for being here.
Shout out Presley that's doing the meal. He's actually holding some of Joel's food now, so I'm going to try and not keep this too long. Training in camp with Fury then, how is that going? Fury's kind of like took you in almost like a family member. You are part of the Morecambe Bay boxing crew, for a better word.
Listen, very thankful to Tyson. I keep saying it, but he's one of the biggest reasons why I'm here.
Okay.
He linked me up with Andy Lee. He's trusted me with his gym, and I use the gym every day. He's given me the key. So without that support and without linking with Andy, I wouldn't be here in England. You know, so it's great to be training alongside Tyson because he's champion of the world and he very dedicated and he trains every day and he's always in shape. You know, so it's good to be around people like Tyson, and obviously my brother's here and Andy's here and the whole team is here, but it's great to be surrounded by people who work very hard.
Jack Massey, then you going into that fight on Saturday, you have got a clear goal of ambitions. You've got your roadmap. You know where you want to be. Like I said, you're a former world champion. It's not going to be easy for you to just say, no, I'm going to stay at this level. I've had a couple of losses. No, I want to get back up there. How do you intend to get him out of there? Because I know you're going to be looking for a stoppage.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get a stoppage and nice to look dominant and be aggressive and throw your shots and land all of them and smash his face. That's what you want to do, yeah. But when you go looking for it, a lot of fighters will tell you that it never really comes. So the goal is to go out there and have fun. And when I'm enjoying myself and doing what I know I can do, naturally it'll come. So just let it flow.
And after that flow comes, you are looking at other heavyweights. I've heard you mention the likes of Michael Hunter, who seems to be a fighter that just can't get past goal. He's scheduled to have fights that don't happen. A good fight with Michael Hunter, to be fair.
Anyone. But he is one of those guys that's calling me out.
Okay.
And I do have a lot of respect for Michael, what he's done. And there's also Dylan Wyatt. And I've mentioned again, if Joe Joyce, no one wants to fight him, I will fight him again. And I know I can make it a lot more exciting than the first fight.
I was about to say, how do you think you'd be able to prepare to go against him? Because he's quite relentless. He's someone that's like he's like a rash. He just doesn't go away.
Very tough man. But I'll fight Jack first, and then I'll let you know the game plan for the next fight.
We like it. Listen, I will see you fight night. It's a pleasure to speak to you again, as always. And welcome back.
Thank you.
Do what you need to do on Saturday to get that win.
Let's do it.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.